Well, we have a blend of both good news and bad news for rescue crews trying to reach a man trapped in the Lucky Friday mine in Mullan, Idaho. Overnight, crews were able to complete a pair of 2-inch diameter holes into the area where Larry Merrick was working, right about there, and found that some of the areas in the tunnel have not collapsed. Now, this is a diagram from Hecla Mining that shows the layout of the mine. And again, that red dot right there is the area where Merrick could be. The first hole was about 180 feet, and it was drilled right there. The second hole was drilled more than 40 feet here through the collapsed rubble in the tunnel where Merrick was working. Mining officials are not saying if a camera snaked through that first hole spotted him. The 2 holes are now allowing some fresh air, though, into the area. Meanwhile, 2 new rescue tunnels are being dug right there and right there. KXLY4's Jeff Humphrey shows us it is a long, slow process.
Regardless if Larry Merrick is alive or not, his co-workers are committed to bringing him back to the surface. And so today, the tour guides here at the Sierra Silver Mine showed us how they're going to do that. Lenny Hoyland's been a miner for 28 years and says the most time-consuming aspect of reaching Larry Merrick involves drilling holes through solid rock.
Well, they have a long ways to go in a short time to do it. And but they got some of the best miners in the country right up there. And I'll tell you what, if anybody can do it, the Friday guys can.
The guys at the Lucky Friday aren't using handheld drills like the one Lenny's demonstrating. Their drills are mounted on machinery, but the principle's the same, making holes for explosives.
They use ammonium nitrate. It's like what was used at the Oklahoma Federal Building. It's very inexpensive and very, very powerful.
The holes are drilled in a pattern that'll blast out a 10-foot by 10-foot section of rock called a drift and detonate milliseconds apart.
It's to break the rock up a little bit at a time, so when it's all done, and then the bottom ones go up and pick the rock up, move it out.
After the blast, crews bring in machines called muckers to move the ore away from the face and use rock bolts, fencing, or timbers to stabilize the roof above them. Then they start the process all over again.
And they're going cycle after cycle after cycle. These guys up there are on a mission. And I'll tell you what, neat guys to have behind you. There's a real camaraderie with miners. One of the best things about being underground is being able to come back to the surface. After hours below, the sunlight and fresh air overwhelm your senses. Hopefully it's something that Larry Merrick will be able to experience at least one more time. Reporting at the Sierra Silver Mine, Jeff Humphrey, KXLY4.